Why was there so much political violence in late Republic Rome? Imagine a society where disagreements turn deadly, where the streets of Rome become battlegrounds for power. That's what happened during the final years of the Roman Republic. Back then, Rome was changing fast. The old ways of settling disputes through debate and laws started to fall apart. Instead, violence became a common way to fight for influence. The core problem was the clash between two main groups, the optimates and the populares. The optimates were the traditional aristocrats who defended the Senate's authority. The populares claimed to representing the common people and often challenged the Senate's power. These groups disagreed on many issues like land reforms, military service, and citizens' rights. When Tiberius Gracchus, a tribune of the people, pushed for land reforms to help poor citizens in 133 BCE, the Senate saw him as a threat. His supporters attacked him, and he was killed in the Forum. This was the first time a political leader was murdered in Rome, not on a battlefield but in the heart of the city. 12 years later, his brother Gaius Gracchus also tried to push reforms. He too was killed, and violence kept escalating. These events showed that political fights could end in death, not just words. The military's role also changed. Gaius Marius, a general and politician, reformed the army so that poor men could serve even if they owned no land. These soldiers became loyal to their generals, not to Rome itself. When generals like Marius, Sulla, and Julius Caesar led armies into Rome, violence followed. Sulla, after winning a civil war, declared himself dictator. He used proscriptions, which meant listing enemies of the state and killing or exiling them. This was a new way of doing politics, where violence was used to remove opponents and gain power. Religion also played a part. Politicians claimed divine support or accused enemies of offending the gods. This made violence seem justified in the eyes of many. As the Republic weakened, traditional norms that kept violence in check disappeared. Threats, intimidation, and murder became common tools for politicians. The Senate lost authority, and the divide between rich and poor grew wider. By the time Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon River and started a civil war, Rome was used to violence. The Republic was no longer a place of law and order but of power through force. This chaos paved the way for the rise of the empire, where one ruler held absolute control. In the end, the main reasons for all this violence were the deep divisions between the aristocrats and the common people, changes in the military, the breakdown of old institutions, and the use of religion to justify violent acts. All these factors created a cycle of conflict that ended the Roman Republic and started the era of imperial rule.